Alright guys, I am back and we were doing object oriented programming, and this is the name, right? So understand own properties. So this is the name of the problem. Now we'll read through this and then I'll try to solve these problems. So in the following example, bird is a constructor. We can see that defines two properties. We can see that name and numlex, right? Now name and numlex are called own properties. So they are own properties because they are defined directly on the instance of object. So all right, so they are own properties, right? Because they are defined directly on the instance object. So here it is defined, so they are called own properties, right? Now this means that duck and canary each has separate copy of these properties. Alright, that's understandable, right? Now in fact every instance of bird will have its own copy of these properties. Okay, now the following code adds all the own properties of duck into own props. Now that is a little bit difficult to understand. Let's see. The following code adds the all of own properties of duck to ARR, array of own props. Now this is an array of own props. Now let property in duck. So let and in, right? For let in, for let property in duck. So property is something that is defined right here. Mm, like you can see, right? For property, let property is what here written as, right? So and duck is, I believe, one of the, yeah, objects. So in the object duck, right? In duck object, its property, and we pass that in and has own property. And if it has a property, right, then like you push the property on props. A little bit difficult to understand, but I believe once we do it, we'll figure it out ourselves, right? So what do we need to do? Add own properties of canary to array of like own props, right? So we'll do exactly what FreeCodeCamp has done, right? Let property in the object canary, right? Here what do we need to do? We need to check if it has a property, right? So canary uh, dot has own property, right? Property. So if canary has its own property, then this value will be true, right? This is how it works. If it has properties, then it will be true. If it doesn't have property, then it will be false. So if it has property, then what do we do is we just push um, the values, right? The properties props, right? Own props dot push. So we just push the property, right, one by one. We push the property on the array. Now what we can do here is we can try to check if that is true. So console.log, I mean we can check if all the properties were pushed or not. So own props, right? See what it they were not pushed. But why is that? So canary is a bird and the name Tweety is passed and it has legs, and nothing was pushed. Why so? So let's see. Oh, so we have to pass in property, right? So we, in order to check, we have to pass property. Property is to be passed, and now you can see that each property was pushed into an array. So what did we do? For each property, right? For each property, we checked if that property, right, like if canary has a property of that name or whatever it is, right, the proper prop name or property name, right, so if that property exists, then we push that property onto on props. So by that we can get all the properties that exist in a like uh, object, right. That's it. Now, yep, definitely it ran perfectly. Now we'll go on to the next video. Thanks for watching.